The civil war within the Republican Party is heating up as Donald Trump has just released a statement ripping apart Minority Leader Mitch McConnell. Now, normally, I would just completely ignore Donald Trump, but this story is just too good. And it's not just about a strongly worded letter here. There is actually a challenge in this letter to Mitch McConnell's power. I'll get to that. First up, here is the full letter. I'm not going to read through it all. It's a lot of, his usual election BS, but I'll link to it below the video if you want to read through it all. He released this through his Save America PAC, which I just want to tell you, in case you didn't know, it was all a ruse to trick his supporters into giving him money. HuffPost here, Trump raised $76 million, then spent nothing on vote challenges or Georgia. So he raised all this money from his loyal supporters and did not actually use that money for what he said he was going to use it for. Are you really surprised? Now, let's get to the letter, which is just gold. Quote, Mitch is a dour, sullen, and unsmiling political hack, and if Republican senators are going to stay with him, they will not win again. He will never do what needs to be done or what is right for our country. Where necessary and appropriate, I will back primary rivals who espouse making America great again and our policy of America first. We want brilliant, strong, thoughtful, and compassionate leadership. This is a direct challenge to Mitch McConnell's power. He is going to support primary challenges against people that are loyal to Mitch McConnell. Republicans that are loyal to Mitch McConnell, Trump will get out up in that race and back whoever is primarying those individuals. So I'm not really sure what Mitch McConnell was thinking by acquitting Donald Trump. He was trying to play both sides by, I guess, trying to appeal to Trump supporters by voting to acquit him of inciting a riot, while at the same time saying that, there's a legal process that can go after Donald Trump. I just don't know what that two-pronged approach, what the point of it was, who it was serving. Because clearly didn't make Donald Trump happy. So why not just vote to convict him? Now, ultimately, the reason may be because he knew Republican senators, by and large, were going to acquit Donald Trump. And as minority leader, he had to appear on the side of the majority of his Republican senators. So that's ultimately, I think, why he did vote to acquit. But regardless, I'm not really sure that political calculation is going to work out for him. Donald Trump has more power than Mitch McConnell does in the party. Absolutely. Mitch McConnell, of course, did everything that Trump wanted to get done, or in reality, Mitch McConnell got done whatever he wanted to get done through Donald Trump. But Mitch McConnell, over the past 4 years, apart from Donald Trump, Mitch McConnell, you could argue, is actually much worse than Donald Trump because he knew what he was doing and got it done. Getting through judges, especially a major piece of the agenda that Mitch McConnell wanted to accomplish, and he accomplished it. And basically, that was Donald Trump's biggest accomplishment, is getting all those judges through. So at this point, we know the base is with Donald Trump. So in these primary challenges, I don't think Mitch McConnell will come out favorably. Now, in addition to Mitch McConnell, voting to acquit Donald Trump, he also penned a Sunday op-ed in the Wall Street Journal defending his decision, which particularly angered Trump. According to a person familiar with the situation, Trump dictated the Tuesday statement himself, the person said, and the version that went out was toned down from the former president's original comments. Another source familiar with the situation said Jason Miller, a top Trump advisor, took the lead in writing the final version of the statement. So I it's kind of amazing that the statement was toned down from Trump's actual words. But I guess not all that surprising. At the same time, though, I think still effective here in communicating what Trump wanted to communicate. One last thing here. McConnell was one of Trump's most prominent backers in Congress, particularly in pushing through the former president's judicial nominees, one of Trump's cornerstone legacy talking points. He was a driving force in Trump's landing 3 nominees in the Supreme Court, Justices Neil Gorsuch, Brett Kavanaugh, and Amy Coney Barrett, through uniquely bitter partisan battles. Quote, two words, federal judges, a former senior Trump White House official said. That's the only positive part of Trump's legacy. And for that, he has Mitch McConnell alone to thank. So, from the perspective of conservatives, Mitch McConnell got a lot more done than Donald Trump. If you actually care about what was accomplished over the last 4 years, Mitch McConnell got that done. Donald Trump was just the figurehead. But now you're seeing how much of the base really doesn't care about policy or what's accomplished, and ultimately it's more about the culture. And when it comes to that, they're with Donald Trump, and this battle will simply continue. Trump is not going to, just leave politics, and his impact is still being felt. The base is still with him. The majority of Republican voters still think he won the election. So this is still Trump's party. I can't wait to see how this all plays out over the next several years, but I'm fairly confident that if Trump actually follows through and does back primary challengers to many Republicans who support Mitch McConnell, that they will be primaried out and replaced with these Trump loyalists.